Hi everyone, welcome to Current Events Articles in Psychology. I just wanted to express a warm welcome to you for joining me in this adventure. We will be reviewing current articles on various psychological topics to include human sexuality, dating, love, health and wellness, and lots of more articles. Anyway, but the best part is we are going to learn how to interpret each topic using the main perspectives in psychology, such as the behavioral model and the cognitive model, the sociocultural model, and so on and so on. So first, I will review a particular article, then present a lecture on psychology's perspectives. Then you pick one psychological perspective and tell me how that particular perspective interprets the finding of the article. How fun is that? I am so excited to see all of your responses. And you know my motto, go where you are celebrated, not where you are tolerated. Learn lots and smile even more. So, I don't know if this article is just complete celebrity gossip trash, or is there really a deeper psychological question in regards to whether it's incest or pedophilia or just plain old when it comes to dating. Okay. So this article is entitled "The Inside Dominic Wild Love Life and X-Rated Kinks," amid claims Tish Cyrus stole him from her daughter Noah. Okay, this was written by Kate DENNETT from the Daily Mail, Australia. I'm sure most of you guys have heard of this family drama that's going down with Miley Cyrus's mom and sister. And let's start off like this. Well, who's the husband? Dominic Purcell's love life has hit headlines in recent days following claims his wife, Tish, which is Miley Cyrus's mom, stole him from her estranged daughter Noah, which is Miley Cyrus's sister. US Weekly published a report on Tuesday claiming that Tish, who is 56 years old, had stolen her husband Dominic, who is 54, from her daughter Noah, which is 24 years old, who was said to be seeing the actor when her mother began to pursue him. And there were numerous stories and articles in regards to this supposed love affair between the sister, which is Noah, and this man, Dominic. However, it has since been claimed that Miley Cyrus's sister never dated Dominic, and she has been accused by family insiders of fabricating the relationship to paint herself as the victim in an ongoing feud with Tish, who is the mom. Oh my, family drama. Okay, let's take a deeper look. Tish and Dominic tied the knot in August 2023, but her daughter Noah and son Bryson, I believe is how you pronounce it, were not at the ceremony held at Miley's home, kicking off these rumors to take riff. Meanwhile, the husband has had quite a colorful love life, from BDSM relationships to whirlwind romances with movie stars and other women. So Dominic was previously married to Australian film producer Rebecca Williamson between 1998 and 2008. The couple welcomed 4 children during their decade-long marriage. Now, following their split, he also briefly dated Baywatch star Brooke Burns, who's 44, and these articles love to include people's ages. I think in this particular article, it's welcomed because we want to know the age of the daughter, of the mom, of everybody. But anyway, following their split, he also dated this Baywatch beauty, Brooke Burns. Dominic's relationship with his now wife, Tish, which is Miley Cyrus's mom, first emerged in November of 2022, 7 months after she filed from divorce from her husband, Billy Ray Cyrus. She confirmed their new romance in an Instagram post less than 2 weeks after her ex, Billy Ray, revealed his engagement to his fiancée. Anyway, the story gets deeper. Tish previously told how she reached out to Dominic on Instagram following her divorce from her husband of 29 years, Billy Ray. And they soon went on a date before telling each other I love you the following day. Okay, remember, this is a psychological article review, so I will be going over the main perspectives in abnormal psychology for you to try to differentiate between normal behavior and abnormal behavior. Okay, so the couple said I do in a ceremony at Miley's house in August 2023. But both her daughter Noah and son were not in attendance, sparking rumors of a rift. Earlier this week, as stated, U.S. Weekly claimed Tish had stolen her husband from her estranged daughter Noah, who was set to be seeing the actor Dominic when her mother began to pursue him. Noah was seeing Dominic when Tish started pursuing him, the outlet claimed, adding that Tish was aware of this when she began to contact the star. However, a source close to the Cyrus family has now told DailyMail.com that Noah and Dominic were never involved in any kind of romantic relationship, claiming that it would be delusional to think otherwise. Noah never dated Dominic, and they are not, or rather, were not together. She is delusional to think otherwise and is trying to create a narrative that will paint her as a victim, the insider said. According to Daily Mail's insider, Noah's absence at Trish's wedding was not by choice, and rather the result of her mother failing to invite her. Noah was not invited to Trish's wedding, and she could not have come even if she was, the source said. Tish wanted a peaceful wedding and did not want Noah to create any sort of scene. So what is this insider saying? Is it that there has been issues in the past with her daughter? Is there some type of psychiatric evaluation that we, the public, know nothing about? The insider also said that claims of Tish allegedly, quote unquote, stealing Dominic from her daughter was only further complicated the already difficult dynamic between her and Noah, who, they claimed, has always felt her mother favors Miley over her other children. A separate source conceded that Tish and Miley marched to a beat of their own drum, but insisted that it is ludicrous to think that the Miley Cyrus family matriarch would go after someone who has dated her own daughter. Daily Mail reached out to Tish Dominic and Noah for comment at this time. I'm sure there are going to be lots and lots of other reports and articles written about this family. It appears that readers who love the celebrity gossip are always interested in family drama, especially when there's sex involved. And this, my dears, this is a very hot topic for us to discuss in this psychology lecture. Now tell me what you think. In this lecture, we will review the different perspectives on abnormal behavior. Those in the field of abnormal psychology study people's emotional, cognitive, and/or behavioral problems. Abnormal behavior may be defined as behavior that is disturbing, which is socially unacceptable, distressing, maladaptive, which is self-defeating, and often the result of distorted thoughts, which are cognitions. There are a number of different perspectives used in abnormal psychology. While some psychologists or psychiatrists may focus on a single viewpoint, many mental health professionals use elements from multiple areas in order to better understand and treat psychological disorders. Let us first begin with the medical perspectives. This approach to abnormal psychology focuses on the biological causes of mental illness, emphasizing understanding the underlying cause of disorders, which might include genetic inheritance, related physical illnesses, infections, and chemical imbalances. Medical treatments are often pharmaceutical in nature, although medication is often used in conjunction with some type of psychotherapy. Okay, so those who hold a medical perspective focus on biological and psychological factors as causes of abnormal behavior, which is treated as a disease or mental illness and is diagnosed through symptoms and cured through treatment. Hospitalization and drugs are often preferred methods of treatment rather than psychological investigation. Recent research linking biochemical disorders with some abnormal behaviors has provided some support for this approach. Okay, next, let's move on to the psychodynamic perspective. This perspective has its roots in the theories of Sigmund Freud. The psychoanalytic approach suggests that many abnormal behaviors stem from unconscious thoughts, desires, and memories. While these feelings are outside of awareness, they are still believed to influence conscious actions. Therapists who take this approach believe that by analyzing their memories, behaviors, thoughts, and even dreams, people can uncover and deal with some of the feelings that have been leading to maladaptive behaviors and distress. So again, the psychodynamic perspective proposed as an alternative to the medical approach evolved from Freudian psychoanalytic theory, which contends that psychological disorders are the consequence of anxiety produced by unresolved, unconscious conflicts. Treatment focus on identification and resolution of the conflicts. Now, let's move on to the behavioral perspective. This approach to abnormal psychology focuses on observable behaviors. In behavioral therapy, the focus is on reinforcing positive behaviors and not reinforcing maladaptive behaviors. The behavioral approach targets only the behavior itself, not the underlying causes. When dealing with abnormal behavior, a behavioral therapist might utilize strategies such as classical conditioning and operant conditioning to help eliminate unwanted behaviors and teach new desired behaviors. So, those espousing a behavioral perspective contend that abnormal behavior results from faulty or ineffective learning and conditioning. Treatments are designed to reshape disordered behavior and using traditional learning procedures to treat new, more appropriate, and more adaptive responses. For example, a behavioral analysis of a case of child abuse might suggest that a father abuses his children because he learned the abusive behavior from his father and must now learn more appropriate parenting tactics. Okay, so moving on to the cognitive perspective. The cognitive approach to abnormal psychology focuses on how internal thoughts, perceptions, and reasoning contribute to psychological disorders. Cognitive treatments typically focus on helping the individual change their thoughts or reactions. Cognitive therapy might also be used in conjunction with behavioral methods in a technique known as cognitive behavioral therapy, or CBT. So, according to the cognitive perspective, people engage in abnormal behavior because of particular thoughts and behaviors that are often based upon their false assumptions. Treatments are oriented towards helping the maladjusted individual develop new thought processes and new values. Therapy is a process of unlearning maladaptive habits and replacing them with more useful ones. Okay, and the final perspective of today's lecture is entitled The Social Cultural Perspective. From the social cultural perspective, abnormal behavior is learned within a social context, ranging from the family to the community to the culture. Cultural variables acquired through learning and cognitive processes are believed to be important and produce an abnormal behavior. Anorexia and bulimia, for example, are psychological disorders found mostly in Western cultures, which value the thin female body.